I'm Robert.
And I'm Frances.
And we are still stepping.
Welcome, friends. We are so thrilled to have you join us today as we officially launch our YouTube channel. Robert and I want to extend our heartfelt thanks for your support, encouragement, and for being part of this exciting new journey with us. You know, Robert is 72 and I'm 71, and I feel that we have a lot that we have discovered through the years of, trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle that has contributed to us being in the health that we're in today. And we're really excited about sharing this with you. We hope that it will inspire you to try and work harder on your healthy lifestyle as well. So thanks for being a part of our YouTube channel.
Well, we're going to start from where we began in our fitness. I was probably around 25 years old when I started, more like 25, 28, in that range. And I was healthy. I thought I was. I was getting up every morning, running 3 miles, and all the good stuff. Was eating good food as much as I knew at the time. And one evening, I was sitting around the house playing with my kids, and the whole room started to spin. Oh, that was a trip. I'm waiting and trying to see what's going to happen here. And it looked like I was sitting on the floor and still spinning. Back then, we had those rotary phones, so when you dial 911, you dial 0, and you get an operator. Call for the operator, send me a rescue squad by my house, and they checked me out, and my blood pressure was up. That right there was the beginning of my seeking a healthier lifestyle. Went to work the next day, and I was telling a friend of mine, his name was John Spain. I tell everybody, John Spain is the reason for my health being as it is now. I was telling him about I was sick. Well, not sick. I had the high blood pressure. And John Spain looked at me and he said, "That old soul food getting in it, Robert." When he said that to me, I looked at him. He said, "After work, I'm going to take you to some place where you need to look for to start shopping." And he carried me around to 2 stores, 2 natural food stores. One sold me supplements and also sold whole foods. And when I did it, I started taking supplements, changed my diet. I got off some of I wasn't vegetarian, but I didn't eat as much of the meats that I was consuming at the time, like pork. Never was much of a beef eater, but I eat a hamburger, something like that. I backed off of that. And then I just started leaning more towards a vegetarian type meal, I guess. And I would also eat fish and chicken. That was what I was doing. My weight came down. I mean, after all that running I was doing, I was running every morning 3 miles. You'd have thought I wouldn't have much weight. But true enough, you could be running. If you're not consuming the right food in your body, you can still have weight. So after that, I started on my journey of eating correct. And here I am today. Want to try to inspire someone else to do the same thing. So we'll turn over to Frances. She got a journey also. We both have our journeys.
Well, my journey was quite different from Robert's journey. I can remember even as a little girl when I didn't even understand what it meant to be obese. I remember knowing that I was physically different from the other little girls that were, that I played with. So I was a little chubby little girl, and I grew into an obese teenager. And as a young adult, I remember being in the doctor's office one day, and she left out of the office for something, left my chart laying there, and I looked on the chart, and she had me listed as morbidly obese, and my heart just sunk. So I know the struggles that are that we all have, those of us who have weight issues. I've lost and gained and lost and gained and lost and gained so many times until I guess in the early 2000s when I really got serious about wanting to improve my health and finally understanding that diets was not the answer, that I needed to create a healthy lifestyle. And that's what I did. Through some of the same things, through movement, the three core pillars, which is part of our mission, nutrition and supplementation. I was able to, for the first time in my life, get down to a healthy weight and maintain that weight. Now, since 2008, it's a daily journey. Um, of course, I've discovered a lot of things along the way that I'm excited about sharing with all of you on this YouTube channel. So, again, thank you all for being here with us today. We really want you to get involved, make your comments, ask questions. Let us know how you're doing on your journey. And we do want to focus on those three pillars that I just mentioned. So let me just kind of break those down a little bit. And the first one is movement. Now, I don't really like to use the word exercise because when you hear the word exercise, what do you think? You dream up being in the gym, running on a treadmill, out on the track somewhere. But movement, really, which of course we all do know that that is exercise, but movement is so important. When you're on the phone, don't sit. Get up and walk and talk on the phone. If you're watching a movie, get up and walk around during breaks. Just make movement a part of your daily activity. And one of the things we're going to focus on here is 10,000 steps a day. There's a lot of research out there now that backs the benefits of us all walking our 10,000 steps. And as you join in on our YouTube channel, you're going to see Robert and me. You're going to see us walking all over, preferably, hopefully, all over this country. And many of us will be done on our RV, so you'll get to see some of the beautiful scenery that we're visiting and that we're walking in. You'll get to see how we try to stay healthy while we travel, because we know that's a big thing. Staying on task. On your journey of eating right and exercising when you're traveling and vacation. I'm going to be sharing tips on how we manage to maintain that. So movement is so important. That nutrition is key. I always say you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So we're going to talk about nutrition, those whole foods that Robert talked about that he learned to eat, that he and I eat on a daily basis. Nutrition and, of course, supplementing. In today's world, we just cannot get all the nutrients that we need from our food because it simply is no longer in our food. So we're going to talk about some basic necessary supplementation as well. So hopefully these three pillars of focus will help all of you as it has helped us. So whether you begin in this journey, re-begin in this journey, or you're just looking to stay on this journey, I hope that you'll stay plugged in with us here on our YouTube channel and share your successes, your failures, your happy, your disappointments with others, because we're all here to encourage each other. So we want you to, again, I want to encourage you to put your comments, share your experiences, ask questions. Let us know the topics that you want us to talk about. There may be some topics that we're not that great at. Maybe we're not experienced at. But you give us a topic that you want help on. If we don't know ourselves, we will go out and find someone who has the knowledge of what you want to know. So it's not just going to be Robert and me talking all the time. We are going to have outside guests, people who are really, really good in their fields that are going to come and share as well. So we want you to all get involved. Now, we've told you about our channel here, why we're excited about it, a little bit about our history. and how we kind of came back into each other's lives starting July of last year. And by March of this year, we had decided that we were going to become one. And we were married on June 29th. So even though we have a little bit of history from children and high school, we were apart for 32 years. We really look at our lives beginning on June 29th. So our next episode, which is going to be released on Thursday, is going to be our wedding. Our wedding from June 29th is going to be our first episode. We want you to come and share in that and, enjoy the festivities that we had that day. You'll see Robert in his tuxedo, all tall, dark, and handsome. It was a really glorious, it was a beautiful day, and we would love to share that with you. So by all means, come back on Thursday and let us do that. So again, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for passing this link on to everybody you know, because our goal is to inspire you to live better, to have a healthier life, and you will inspire us by taking part in our journey.
Our mission is simple: to inspire you to take control of your well-being by focusing on three core pillars: movement, nutrition, and supplementation.
We believe in the power of small, sustainable changes that add up over time, starting with the daily goal of 10,000 steps. After all, your body is the only place you get to live.
And after all, again, I would say you got to take control of yourself. You've got to take control of what you consume. You've got to take control of what you drink. You have to take control of your entire lifestyle. If you want to be healthy, you got to eat. Live a good, healthy lifestyle. We're seeing too many of our friends and families, they not healthy. Some have died at young ages. Because after all, as I was listening to a gentleman speaking, and he was saying, regardless whether you're an animal or a human being, the main cause of death is nutrition deficiency, unless you was killed or murdered. So, I'm Robert.
And I'm Frances.
And we are still
Steppin.
Three, two, one, go!